What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to this brand new Football Manager 2014 series here on my channel, in which we're going to be covering all the new roles announced for Football Manager 2014. In each video we're going to be looking at each role in detail, analysing it from not just a Football Manager perspective, but what it offers on a football pitch and indeed in modern day football and its context in the terms of the history of football. We're going to be looking at the key attributes associated with each area, modern day footballers who can play these positions, and the overall consequence of their inclusion in the game and what they can have to offer and how you can utilise them within your formation and tactics in Football Manager 2014. So with that said, let's get straight into this first episode, all about the halfback. The first of the new roles announced is the halfback position. This is actually a position that dates back to the early 20th century and is kind of a hybrid of the defensive midfielder and modern day wingback. The premise of the role was that it would be played in a 2-3-2-3 formation, and when in possession of the ball these players would wander up the field in their respected area, and then when the team lost the ball would drop back and act as a back four. Prime examples that I see in modern day football potentially of this role are Sergio Busquets and David Luiz. Both these players offer defensive roles for their team, however they like to adventure forward when the team is on the attack. Some key attributes that I think are going to be important for this role in Football Manager include marking, tackling, anticipation, concentration, decisions, positioning, work rate, stamina and strength. I see this role being a hybrid of a anchorman / centre back with a bit more of a kind of deep line playmaker. It's going to give you the option to have a player who drops deep, but then when your team's going forward they have permission to run with the ball, run forward and support the attack. So now we're going to look at how this role might function on a football pitch. I've made this quick little interactive tactics board which I'm going to be using in this video. Let me know what you think of it. It may be something I use in future videos if I do some more tactical discussion in the future. So the focus of our attention here is our halfback player who's starred. His role in the team is to basically, when the team don't have the ball, drop deep and act as a more defensive player, and then when we don't have the ball, push forward. This works particularly well in, as I mentioned earlier, the 2-3-2-3 formation. This was a formation popular in the early 20th century. The premise of it is that when in attack, you'd commit lots of men to the attack, and then when your team lose the ball, you then drop back and form a really solid defensive unit as a whole. What this gives you is the best of both worlds, a real sheer attacking premise, but with a fluid strategy, your team is able to reshape and flow and cover each other and fill in the gaps. It's not dissimilar to the modern system that we see Barcelona using now, and in the past within Football Manager I've wanted to create this halfback role, a player who has permission to get forward but when losing the ball drops back to cover the centre backs. Another tactic that this could work fairly well in is a 3-2 kind of setup at the back. So what I mean by that is we'll ditch the full back here and we'd be playing with 3 at the back. So the system would be like follows, but rather than playing kind of a really narrow shape, you would be playing fairly wide. In this situation, both G and our highlighted player would be taking on the role of the halfback position. This is actually a shape that I've wanted to play within Football Manager this year, however I was never able to get it to work. So in this situation, what we'd see our halfback player here drop back and fill in and play alongside the B player when not in the ball, allowing G to have a roaming role up front. It's a pretty fluid formation and I can't see this role having too many uses unless you're wanting to be particularly adventurous. However, given the fact that I did struggle to recreate it this year, it's a role which I certainly think has a place in Football Manager 2014. That's all for this video, I'm afraid. If you did enjoy the video, please hit like on the video. Let me know in the comments who you think could be the best halfback in modern day football if this position was as commonplace as it used to be. If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe for daily Football Manager 2014 content. If you want to see more of this series, player roles in depth, click the link on screen, it'll take you to the series playlist. And that is everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.